By using the warp device, I can teleport you back down to the surface.
I'm worried about Snow. I should go to his palace.
You could, but I suggest you visit another city instead.
You want me to abandon Snow?
Down on the surface, time is stopped for everyone. The palace will still be on high alert. It will be next to impossible to get anywhere close to Snow.
You're saying I should let things cool down first.
I'm going to send you to XIII. It's the capital of the world. Or, what's left of it anyway. I'll place you inside an inbound train. When the train stops at the station, you can get off with the other passengers. Something has happened in front of the station.
All right, do it.
You're surprisingly calm for someone who's about to venture into unknown territory. But you were always brave.
Brave? I don't feel brave. I don't feel anything. No worry, no confusion, no fear.
That's good. But you still need to stay safe.
Train is now arriving. Luxurian North Station.
XIII, a bustling metropolis, the divine city of light, and the holy sea of salvation. It's the last bastion of peace and order in a dying world. Most of the people who live here worship the almighty Benevelza. The city's governed in his name by a powerful religious sect known as the Order of Salvation. God's followers believe in ultimate redemption, and their faith helps keep the fires of hope burning. But even in this pious city, a darkness lurks untouched by divine light. A heresy that rejects the teachings of Supreme Benevelza.
It's another girl.
How awful.
I bet it's the heretics doing.
The divine city doesn't look so holy now.
This was no accident. The girl was left here intentionally. Light! Help her!
There's no need. Just a dummy. Hope, did you see who dropped it? They must still be close.
My sensors didn't pick up anything at all. I'm running a search of the city's video database, but I'm coming up blank so far.
Doesn't matter. I'll just find out myself. XIII, the divine city of light. Is that what they call it? Trouble is, the brightest lights cast the darkest shadows.
Welcome back. This is part 2 of the Lightning Returns walkthrough. First part I went over the basics and finished up the prologue. Now this is where the game really begins. Now all of your progress is going to be timed. In this video, I'm going to go over 2 quests that can only be completed on day 1. The first one, I have to speak with the Inquisitor to find clues about who murdered the girl. This is a timed quest that cannot be completed later on in the game, so it's very important to complete it right away. And the second quest can be completed while doing the first quest. So anyways, this quest is called Whither Faith. It has to be completed before the clock on the right hand side reaches 23:45 or 15 minutes before midnight. You complete this quest by obtaining clues. Some of the clues are scattered, but most of them you have to speak with various people around the area that have dialogue boxes above their head.
I'd be anxious to hear it. There are similarities among the victims. They have all been young women, and all of them had rose-colored hair. Yes, just the same shade as yours. You may also become a target of the killers. I urge you to be careful.
Alright, so once the quest is accepted, first thing you want to do, you want to head up this ladder right here and speak with this man on top of the scaffolding. And just listen to his conversation, the surveying man.
Here long enough and you get to see all kinds of things. Like those white-garbed loonies, for example. The children of Etro are heretics and they don't believe in the Order's teachings. Those Etro fanatics used to keep a low profile, but recently I see them everywhere. The Order's authority isn't what it was. Now those people wander the streets like they own the place. Do you think they know something we don't? Maybe they have a date for the end of the world, who knows?
So he seems to think it's the Etro fanatics. You want to jump across here and open up this treasure sphere. And then you want to speak with this guard right here.
You can lead their souls to salvation.
The same people who killed the girl brought that dummy here. It's important evidence. Don't touch it. The victim had rose-colored hair, and the wig on that dummy was of the same color. The killers appear to believe that the evil savior will take the form of a young woman with rose-colored hair. Everything points to this being the work of those heretics, children of Etro. But why are they so sure what the savior will look like?
So this guard also seems to think it's the Etro fanatics or the children of Etro as well. We still don't have enough information, so you want to jump down here and you want to examine these photos or these papers on the ground. Okay, once we've obtained that information, we can head toward the station right here and we're going to begin the second quest.
It's not like him to be late.
After we speak to this guy called Thornton.
Couldn't be that.
Something wrong? Not about those murders, is it?
God, no. Well, at least I hope not. You see, it's the end of my shift and I'm waiting for my replacement, but he hasn't shown. He's been late before, but never as bad as this.
You're starting to worry, right?
He likes to make out he's a tough guy, but he isn't at all, frankly. His name's Holmes. If you run into him, do me a favor, will you? Tell him Thornton's worried and needs to go home.
So we're going to accept this quest, and we're going to locate Holmes and bring him to Thornton in the station. Holmes is going to be located west of our location right now.
I'll talk to him.
Okay, so head west by this inn right here, and there is Holmes. You just have to speak with Holmes.
You work at the station, don't you? Your fellow attendants worried about you.
Oh no, is it time for my shift already? I completely lost track of time. Look, can I trust you? I saw who did it. You know, the people who threw the dummy off the clock tower? I got scared, so I've been laying low. I can't go to the station. That's where they'll look for me.
You were there? What did you see exactly? You have to tell me.
I don't have to do anything. But if you can protect me from those people and get me to the station, I'll tell you all about it. Get me to the station, and then I'll talk.
So to escort Holmes, you basically just have to use the left analog stick. Don't hold it down and try and run. Just lightly push it up. and wait for him to get here. And once Thornton starts to approach us, or he gets to the station, speak with Thornton, and that's going to complete the quest. So that's a very easy quest. And on top of that, Thornton also gives you information about the murder. I think he also believes it's the children of Etro.
I saw what happened over where they found the girl. I guess I just panicked. I don't know why I got so scared. I'm sorry I let you down. It won't happen again.
Never mind, I'm just glad to see you're safe. Guess I never told you. Well, years ago, one of my colleagues was killed by a monster. I was afraid the same thing had happened to you. I panicked and asked this lady for help.
I can't believe no one told me that when I took this job. But anyway, sorry for the trouble, boss. From now on, I swear to you, I'm never going to be late. I mean, what if your heart gave out or something with worry? Can't have that on my conscience.
A true friend that cares. Maybe that's enough to save a soul.
Well, a deal's a deal. You got me here safe and sound, and so I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw. It was the children of Etro. They tossed the dummy off the tower. I really wanted to tell the Inquisitor.
So Holmes also believes that it's the children of Etro who are responsible. Again, though, you won't have enough information to complete the quest if you return to the Inquisitor, so you have to look around here and speak with people who have those dialogue boxes above their head. So I'm just looking for some oh, I found one right there.
No one, absolutely no one doubts that the people behind the killings are those heretics. The Order is conducting its inquisitions based on that assumption. The Etro fanatics who worship the goddess of death are all over the place. Just look for the sinister groups huddled together, dressed head to toe in white. It may mean nothing, but some people have witnessed the Etro heretics using the public phone near the graveyard. Furtive conversations in the streets, prowling the city at night. It makes you wonder what they're up to.
Okay, and I think there's going to be one more person, and that's going to be this resident right here. She also has the dialogue box above her head. We're going to speak with her. And I believe there's going to be 3 more after this. 3 more people, I should say.
Whenever I see White, I think, ugh, heretic. If there's one thing I know, that wicked shadow hunter, he's the ringleader of the heretics. Those fanatics are growing bold. Nowadays, there's always a gang of them in the plaza in front of the station. It's as if they are meeting to go someplace else. Speaking of which, it's usually around this time they start to show up.
Okay, so we obtained more valuable information. I'm not sure there's anything up here. Definitely the station officer, the station attendant, sorry, definitely doesn't have information on it. I'm just looking around here. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anyone else in the station. I think I've spoken to everyone. So now there are 3 other people you have to speak with. You definitely have to speak with this person right here by the Outfitters. He also has information. And then also the innkeeper, who's right in front of him, will also have information. So you'll have to speak with the innkeeper after you speak with the Outfitter.
Oracle drive. That's a rare thing. They say oracle drives are mysterious devices that can let you see the very future. The heretic's prophecy. I can't even imagine what it must show. But apparently it's enough to drive them to murder.
Alright, and now it's time to speak with the innkeeper. He also has valuable information.
What's their objective? What could they be after?
Let's find out. Once the gates are opened, I'll try tailing them. Discreetly.
The evil savior will die at the hands of the Shadow Hunter. It's certainly an arresting statement. I'd heard of the Shadow Hunter once before, from a guest that was staying here at the hotel. The same guest told me he's the head of that band of fanatics. But I don't know who he really is, or was. At any rate, it's hardly surprising that people think those Etro fanatics are behind this recent string of murders. But is this man they call the Shadow Hunter the one pulling their strings?
Alright, now there's one more person we have to find, and he's going to be called the Running Man. And the Running Man is going to be located right behind this area right here. There he is. He's got the dialogue box above his head. Track him down, or the Fleeing Man. And he's going to give you information, and this is going to be the final piece of information. Pretty much every person has said it's the children of Etro, so now we can relay that information back to the Inquisitor and complete the quest.
Hero to the little folk, king of the Warren. Although it's not like I've actually met him myself. Yeah, sure, so I told everyone the Hunter and I are close, but come on, it was just talk. I never thought anything like this would happen. Damn it, I know I shouldn't have been bragging about how me and the Shadow Hunter were best pals. What if the Elders believed I'm in tight with a savior-murdering nutjob? I saw you coming and I got scared. I figured you were with them, you know, the Inquisitors.
Alright, perfect, and we have a lot of time to spare. As you can see on the right hand side, if you complete this before 23:45, you can complete the quest. So I'm just waiting for the Inquisitor right now to show up. There we go. Speak with the Inquisitor, and that takes care of that quest.
If you know anything about the case, I'd be glad to hear it.
The goddess's disciples are beginning to gather. If you lift the blockades around this area, there's a good chance they'll start to move out.
You're suggesting I let them go? It's not a bad idea. Yes, I'll give the order, and we'll see where the heretics lead us. We've managed to find some eyewitnesses, and we think we know who it was that strung the dummy from the tower.
Let me guess. The children of Etro, right?
Ah, you have your own sources, I see. In recent weeks, the heretics have become more visible on the streets of our holy city. The poor, benighted fools don't believe in God's salvation. Clearly, their despair has led them to carry out these wanton acts. If only they would open their eyes, embrace God, and they could bathe in the pure light of His almighty grace. Can't they see that their souls would be liberated in the new world? The irony of it all is that their fanatical rejection of the Savior has only made my own faith that much stronger. Although perhaps that is the work of the Savior herself.
If you think your faith will save you, then go ahead. Believe all you want.
Alright, that completes the quest. In the next video, I'm going to be trailing the Etro fanatics to their hideout. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.